Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. So let's talk all things politics this week. Let us summarize. I've been busy this week, so I haven't had time to make a lot of videos, but I am here to summarize. So I think it is fit for us to summarize. Just before we get onto the politics, there's a poll that's going around. Ubana, who's the most popular? Um, is it Cyril Ramaphosa? Okay, in fact, it says that Cyril Ramaphosa is the most popular. He's sitting on 44%. Next, under him, it's Jacob Zuma, sitting on 23.5. On that alone, you are telling me that Cyril Ramaphosa is double popular than Jacob Zuma. I don't know the statistics, but I can tell you that's a lie. Okay. Then the third one, Gayton Mackenzie on 19.2. Then John Steenhuisen on 18%. I don't know who did this poll. Then under John Steenhuisen, Julius Malema. As I said, I don't know the statistics, but I can tell you for free, Uguti, that's a lie. That's a lie. So you are telling me, Ubana, John Steenhuisen and Gayton Mackenzie, they are more popular than Julius Malema. In what world? The only question that I would ask him now is, Ubana, between Jacob Zuma and Julius Malema, who's more popular? I think that's the only question that's valid to be asked. That's on period. All right. Anyway, guys, I was just passing on that. Okay, so today there's quite a few things that I want us to talk about. As I said, I want us to summarize a lot that has been happening this week alone. I want us to first talk about Ulanduza Uthembi Smelane. And now she has come out and she has broken some news. Uguti Ramaphosa knew about the loan. All right? I know. So Ramaphosa knew about the loan. And so I just saw now the DA, okay, the DA has sort of changed its stance. In the beginning, the DA was a little bit soft when it came to the ANC. Ngoku, I think they feel like there's no need for us to protect you because you've stabbed us in the back or you didn't defend us kind of vibe. So the DA has come out. They're saying that in light of the reports that President Ramaphosa has allegedly been aware of the questionable VPS-linked loan received by Justice Minister Thembi Smelane since at least 2021, the DA calls on Ramaphosa to break the silence. It's time to take accountability. Now, what the DA wants, because I need to Thembi Smelane, our president knew about this. Nina bantu bengayazi. And the president, on top of him knowing, he still appointed me to be a minister. Hey, I wish I can find this video. There was a video, Galok, when they were being sworn in. I think it was definitely the ceremony where they're being sworn in. And they were laughing. To Ramaphosa. And that video actually went viral. That's how I remember it. Because people were like, hey, Bosan. Crush because she's not acting like Ubana. Okay, this is the president, let me be formal. They were laughing, son, to a point that who's this guy? To a point that this guy came to the rescue. The deputy minister. Mashatil came was split up. Be flatter, be shleka, be pansan.
That is definitely an ethical violation. And there are a whole host of others. I mean, there are a whole host of other allegations.
So Ramaphosa knew. But he's going to break his silence and say what? And this proves again and again and again that in South Africa, some things are okay. It just depends who breaks the rules. Like when it was the EFF, that was VPS, everybody was going crazy. AfriForum were going crazy. And now they're quiet. Which means that as much as they preach by all means ukuthi they stand for the rule of law, they defend what is right, wara, they don't. It depends ukuthi who has committed the crime or who is allegedly being corrupt. Yeah, but because if other people are announced as corrupt, it's okay. But if it's certain people, they go crazy. It's the same thing that's happening with Dr. Shope right now. Yeah, man. It's the same thing that's happening with Shope right now. Abantu abapha kula JSC, there is so many of them who are implicated. Ezintweni. Yeah, man. There's so many of them, but I don't know, man. I keep on saying, I don't know why they feel like Dr. Shope is such a threat. Dr. Shope is not the only one who's making decisions. He was not going to be the only one. He's gonna sit there, he's gonna make decisions with everyone else. And there are so many people there. Like, I don't understand this threat. That and yes, let's threaten Gaka that they would do anything to remove him. Yeah, man. Like, I just don't know. And you can go, as much as they preach the rule of, that's the problem with the DA as well. The DA will preach the rule of law. They will preach doing what's right. But when it's someone else, when it's them, it's the same audacity that ulomdana. What's this DA representative? Glenn. Yeah, I think it's Glenn. I don't know how to pronounce her surname. Now she's got her own scandals and implications. God, she's comfortably sitting in the JSC. And she's not even allowed to have an opinion that Dr. Shope must be removed. I think it's raining with MK and it's coming hard on them. Like, it's coming hard on them. I think these are the days that are going to prove, or these are the months that are going to prove how strong they are. And also, I feel like the more they are attacked, the more they are going to find ways to be able to defend themselves. Yeah, one thing about the EFF, they've been attacked so much that they've developed ways to defend themselves. They've developed ways to beat the system. Yeah, man. Same like when they go to court forums again. Yeah, man. You are not worried about them because you know Ukuti or Julius Malema, they're very strong. Like, they've developed ways. They've been beat down so much by the media. They've created their own media. Yeah, man. So I think EMK has to be very strong. And also, they need to find ways around these problems. Luckily enough, Floyd is there. You know, Floyd was there in the beginning of the formation of the EFF. He knows what the EFF had gone through. So maybe he's got some tricks in his bag that he can share with them. Ukubone, because if they're not strong enough, the media will break them apart. The media will break them apart. Yeah, but the DA will play games with them. So they need to be one step ahead of them every single time. That's why they hate the EFF, by the way. That's why they hate the EFF, by the way. So I feel bad for them. I feel like it's raining hard. It's still gonna rain. I mean, the elections were just like how many months ago? It's not even a year. I don't even think it's been 6 months. I think it's been like 3 months after the election. Like, it go early. Yeah, so they need to be very, very, very strong. They need to develop strategies. They need to go on. But now there's also something that's actually confusing me. That the IEC, and the IEC wanted the MK to pay them for the votes rigging case, because MK withdrew from that case. So IEC wanted to charge them for saying they kind of wasted their time and they didn't bring evidence, wara, and that was that. And the MK didn't say anything. They didn't submit any reports. Now, they are bringing that case back to court of the votes being rigged. Litiela, maybe they've got evidence, but are they hoping that they win so that they don't get to pay IEC? And if they don't win, what's going to happen? Must they pay the IEC? Maybe they're going to say pay us even more, because it's more of a case of you've wasted our time, you've wasted our resources. We had to hire lawyers for this game. So I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if they've got any new evidence. Maybe they did have evidence all along, but maybe they needed to construct it in a certain way as was representable a court. Yeah, understand? Court is a whole different ball game when it comes to you presenting evidence. It's not assumptions. It's not you hearing or someone saying, they stole our votes. You have to bring something that's like tangible. You actually have to provide evidence, basically. So maybe they found a way to gather the evidence so that bazakwazi present a court. I don't know, Shem. I just feel like there's so much going on for them. I feel like there's so much going on for them as a new party. And also what's going to hurt them even more is what's going to make them to constantly be fighting. It's because the people that are in that party are people from previous parties. They've got previous drama, baggages. It's not people that are coming fresh who are going to commit new crimes, new corruption. They are already judged. They've got clouds hanging over them already. Yeah, but they've got clouds hanging them over already. So it's so difficult. Yeah, but it's so difficult that they've just arrived in the game and they're already fighting so much, so many battles. Yeah, man. They are not even. I feel like that on top of MK having its own battles about it being MK, being led by Jacob Zuma. On top of that, now even the people that are in the MK party have got their own baggages, basically, that they now have to fight for and now have to adopt. So there's just a lot. As I said, they need to develop a strategy to beat the system. They need to be one step ahead of the media, the system. They need to develop a system. Otherwise, that's the media, the system itself, it's going to tear them down. They really, really need to be strong. Anyway, let me pause. The ministers, I mean, they've reached 100 days now. Funny enough, they've reached 100 days, ne? I saw the DA published a few things. They said, we've reached 100 days. This is what the ministers have done. And as I wish I can read them to you guys. Let me see if I can find that post from the Democratic Alliance. While I'm looking for that post from the Democratic Alliance, the ANC Youth League is going to be marching. I'm going to come back to the DA. The ANC Youth League will be marching. It says that join the ANC Youth League in Economic Freedom March to the JSC as we demand the inclusive economic transformation, equitable opportunities, and a future where young South Africans thrive. It's time to reclaim our community and secure the future. Lower the cost of living crisis. We demand beneficiaries of our minerals to create. You know, one thing, what's this guy's name? Malachi. Malachi is bored. Yeah, but Malachi, he when it's time for him to fight things as tangible, he does not fight. Yeah, but if he wants to fight for things that are not gonna bring attention to him, he does not want to get into conversations that are controversial. He was not there. Conversation regarding the GNU. He was not there. He was very, very quiet. To a point that when some of his people from the ANC Youth League went to march, he denied that, and they were braver than him. So Nangogo, they've been in office. Ukolomalech has been in office. I just don't know how long, but for long, at least now, he's not working towards anything. He's not working towards anything to provide for the youth. Instead, Umana City, we are fighting for the youth. We are having meetings. The youth must be included. The youth must be given chances and opportunities. But what is he actually doing as the youth leader, as the president? What is he doing? What forceful thing is he doing? What radical things is he doing? Nothing. For someone who's leading the youth to be that amathe kanje mntu ingxaki yakhe bread ke son. One thing about bread, it's dangerous because you don't want to step on people's toes because you are thinking about your next step. So it's no longer now about fighting for it's no longer about fighting for a poor and whatnot. It's about you thinking ubana I still need to promotion for umzekelo. When I move from being an ANC Youth League president, what am I gonna do? Nothing like that. That's what he's thinking. Gucci, when I finish my term as the youth president, if I won't get any opportunities. Yeah, understand? Yeah, but it's all about bread. It's not about us. So he's going to march. Senjibazana, Lantus, Malaj, my Anyway, I was looking for this thing. Anyway, I'm gonna pause. Back to the DA. So but what have they done for the people? What are they working towards? I felt like we would get something like sina projects or this is just an example, ne? Sizawuqala ukwakha ii-taps kwii-areas apho ngekho khona amanzi. This is the project. This is how far we are. We have not started, but this is our discussions. Places that don't have roads, electricity, this is what we are planning to do. None of that. Instead, they are bringing people from skilled workers to come and work in South Africa. They've done nothing. Nothing for the South Africans. Nothing at all. And there is no plan. And then, Tim Mackenzie is so quiet. It's been 100 days and past right now. And he said, Nkosia, but we're going to wait for him patiently. He said, just a few weeks back, he said, I can't wait for the 100 days so that I'm going to release a list of the things that I've done. 100 days have come and actually passed, and he's still quiet. And I'm waiting for him patiently. I'm actually waiting for him patiently to see what has he actually done? What has he actually done? Don't tell me about him posing athletes as winner gold. What has he done? What project is he working towards that's gonna benefit the South Africans? Yeah, understand? What has he done for the colored community? Labor said, you guys vote for me. I want the colored community to be heard. I want them to get a voice. Yeah, man. Someone said, when was the last time you heard Olomise City Lama Sela? And did you go to cabinet? Mr. Deputy Minister of Defense, Lama Sela. Guys, money is honestly the root of all evil, son. Anyway, soon I'm gonna end this video, guys, because I didn't want it to be long. We are just summarizing of things that have been happening and what's happening. And also something that we are looking forward to this coming week is Tshwane. Tshwane is gonna elect a new mayor. So I think that's what we are looking forward to. What's gonna happen, because the media is gonna go crazy. And again, ODA is pushing that they select Usilia Spring again. But Freedom Front Plus, they're just pushing another propaganda there, as always. And it was all okay. Now disrupt, but when you are removing someone else, it's not disruption. They're hypocrisy. Anyway, just before I close this video, who do you think is gonna be the next president? As you all know, Panyaza Lisufi was in Sizwe Mpofi's podcast, and you know we've been saying Kutu Panyaza, he's running for president, yasondela into yakhe. No, but he was mentioning that he's got no ambitions of being a president, and there are still people before him. So if we're taking him out of the unless I'm convinced, one thing about politicians, they can say this today. See, in a year's time, president. When you said you will never win, you don't. So when they say never, take it with a pinch of salt, my love, because Sana, they can wake up saying something else. So he says never. There are people before him. But let's say we minus him anyway out of the equation. We are left with you, Paul Mashatile and Fikile Mbalula. Between Paul Mashatile and Mbalula, who do you think would be like a good president? Who do you think would be a good president? I don't know. I honestly don't know. And also I feel like Paul Mashatile is playing so safe. He does not stand for anything. Yeah, but we can blame Ufikile and stuff, but one thing about Fikile Mbalula, he's not afraid to speak his mind. Paul Mashatile does not stand for anything. Like, I was listening to him, he was doing an interview, and the presenter said to him, "GNU, what GNU president." But he also does not come out and say, "Wana, I don't support the GNU, I support the GNU." He'd rather keep quiet. And I don't think you want to have a leader who's not brave enough to say which side are they on. So umathile, basically. Uyayibona umathile. And ke ngoku unamaqhinga. Uyayibona? So again, ucingela ibread yakhe akazuthi I'm not in support of the GNU because kaloku ucingela ibread and usacinga uelectwa. Uyayibona ke ukuba it's all about bread. Anyway, so yeah, who do you think? Do you think Panyaza is telling the truth when he said that he would never run for president? He's still young, he's still wet behind his ears. That's his direct words. Do you think Paul Mashatile? Do you think Fikile Mbalula? Who else might add into the list? We don't know. Time shall tell. Oh, another thing before I go, I wanted to say, Fana from the EFF, Mafia Fana. He has been elected to represent the ward yakhe NPA. Aisha, I do wish him well, Ulomfana, Mafia. This guy, that guy is a hard worker. I'm going to see if I can touch the thing here. He's a hard worker, that guy. That guy is a hard worker, Shem. I really do wish him well. Yes, I do wish him well, Shem. So, yeah, guys, remember I said I'm summarizing. That's all that has been happening this week in politics. Starting a new week, we are interested to see what are they bringing for us the following week. One thing about politics, every single day there's a story. We might sleep and wake up with a new story, Gesan. That's politics for you, South African politics, especially in this era that we are in. Anyway, guys, another thing is we in the coming we are also looking forward to the EFF and they've brought the Pala case. Now it's gonna be heard, so I think we're looking forward to that, and I'm praying that the EFF can win that Ramaphosa facing music in Goku. Magafi, he must face the music, son. He's not immune to corruption or wrongdoing. He must face it. So I do wish that it goes well for the EFF. Inga sabotajwa. Now that the relationship of the ANC and the DA is very shaky, it's on shaky ground. I feel like the DA is not so strong in defending the ANC and Ramaphosa like they were before. Ngoku, they feel like they've been beaten down. So I feel like Ngoku, if they given a chance, they're gonna drop them. They're gonna push them under the bus as well. Because good ANC back. So yeah, guys, that's all I brought. I just came to summarize what was happening during the week in our politics. If you have not subscribed for me, please do subscribe, guys. My analytics, they always show me that 92% of the people who watch this channel, they don't subscribe. I don't know why. It's free of charge. Promise, you're not gonna make me rich. Subscribe for me. It's free. You click subscribe and that's about it. Okay, if you feeling generous, at the bottom there's a thank you sign with the $1. Please buy me coffee. Someone has bought me coffee, guys, last on my previous video. Oh, it's a pity now I can't go to that video, but I pinned them. Thank you so much. If you're gonna watch this video, thank you so much for buying me that coffee. I appreciate you. Aluta continua, guys. The struggle, it continues. It doesn't stop until we get economic freedom in our lifetime, guys. Peace out.